up, Redders? What is up, Redders, and welcome to my video today. Now I am the TikTok teen, or Adam.Ladell, whichever one you want to call me. I don't mind which one you want to call me, because I like both names, because both names suit me. I think I could be called the TikTok teen. That's quite a simple name. Like, if my first name was TikTwitch, last name was Teen, it'd be like in school, like, Mr. Teen, Mr. TikTwitch Teen. Then I could be like James Bond, like, the name's Teen, TikTwitch Teen. What? That'd be pretty sexy. So what are we talking about today, Redders? Well, we've all experienced this moment once in our life, where something doesn't quite equate to what we thought it was going to equate to. It doesn't quite live up to our expectations. And either that's because the event that you had was really crappy, or your expectations were a bit too high. Now, I've experienced both cases, where your expectations are too high, and where the event is just too low. So yes, we're talking about setting high expectations and receiving low expectations. Now, one thing that I set high expectations for is my academics. I want to get the highest marks on tests. So you guys know this, if you've been watching my videos for ages, I'm kind of obsessed with getting high marks. I can't stand it when I don't get high marks. Why? Because I don't know why. I'm a tiny bit weird, okay? But I like to get high marks, and I set really high expectations for myself. I say to myself, I need to get 100%. And if I get 95%, it's not good enough. If I get 90%, it's not good enough. Of course, I've worked on it now, I'm on better medication, so I honestly don't really care that much anymore. I'm on much better medication, so I mean, my anxiety is like low. Yeah, I just did that. Another thing I set high expectations for quite a bit, which is quite bad, is friends. I have a very high expectation for friends. I think it might be to do with perfectionism or something. I don't know, I just have high expectations for people. So if I meet new people, I kind of expect them to be at a certain level. They almost need to be exactly like what I want. It's almost like my perfect friend was designed on a computer, and if you don't match that, I don't like you. It's not that I don't like you, it's just that I don't enjoy you as much as I would if it was someone else who was meeting my expectations. I don't know why, I hate it. I mean, I'm getting used to it. Like, I don't do it that much anymore. Like, now I can pretty much just ease my way into things and just be a bit more like chill, like, hey, how you doing? You know, like the whole Joe Tribbiani. How you doing? What can I say, guys? I'm cool. I'm a bit cool. I have a Star Wars t-shirt. That makes me cool. That makes me cool. But I'm sure you guys have experienced this, where you want to make friends, like when you move to a new school, and people just aren't what you're used to. Like at your old school, you had a bunch of friends that were at a certain level, and now that you're older, you kind of judge friends more. Not more. That's not true for everyone. It's true for me. I'm being a bit stereotypical now. Well, I'm creating stereotypes. I'm generalizing you all. But it's not exactly like that. So I mean, you know what I'm saying though. You set high expectations for friends, and they're not quite there. They're like almost there. They can be like 2% there or 1% there, but they're not there. They're basically down there for you. No, it's not that bad. But there is another one which comes in at even worse than this one, which is the worst one I can think of. Setting high expectations when it comes to romance. You guys know me, I'm a hopeless romantic. You know that. I like girls. I like going out with them. I like to be in love. I like to think of love. I'm just a bit of a hopeless romantic. My bed's not made. Oh, it was made, but I just jumped on it. Sorry. Yes. But you know me. I like romance. It seems like something so cool. And the only problem with that is I have a bit of a compulsion to create an image in my head of what someone's gonna be like, especially people I meet online. This has happened to me probably about 3 times now, where you talk to someone online and they just seem so freaking cool. And I think it's because you don't talk to them fully, like you're just kind of saying bits and pieces. But of course you really need to be one-on-one with someone to really see how they are, to see what type of person they are. So when you're talking over Messenger, you can obviously tell I'm not a hyperactive kid, because I'm just talking like any regular person. But I'm talking about myself and that. Someone else is talking about their self. And with the information that they give you, you build up this person in your head. You look at their pictures, you see what they look like, you build up this person in your head, and you just think, that's kind of cool. I think I've hit a jackpot here. And you think, you know, yeah, pretty sweet. You look at it and you assess the situation and you're like, that's like perfect. That's like brilliant. And the only problem is that you put them on a pedestal. You think they are absolutely perfect. You have this whole image in your mind. You think they are amazing. And you want to meet them. Or you want to, if you get to know someone, you already know someone, but you talk to them online and you haven't seen them in a while, and you get what I'm saying. You want to meet them, you want to see them again, you want to see them in person. You just think this person is freaking cool. And then you go and you meet up with them. Not that they're not cool, because this is the thing. If, let's say that the level of cool goes up from 0 to 100%. So 100% is they're a pretty freaking awesome person. Unfortunately, you've set your expectations to 200%. So your expectations are at 200%, but the maximum they can go is to 100%. So if you go there, and they're at 100%, they're 100% cool, they're the coolest person ever, they're never going to be cooler. The only problem is that because your expectations are so high, they seem lower. They seem almost at 0% when you're at 100%. And that's not their fault. They've done nothing wrong. They can't change who they are. Well, they can, but they don't need to. They shouldn't have to. They're absolutely perfect in their own way. The only problem is because your stupid brain decided to raise expectations for them, and you came up with this idea that they were absolutely perfect. Of course, no one's perfect. I know I literally just said that everyone's perfect, but no one's perfect. I refute that statement. No one's absolutely perfect. Everyone's got something wrong with them. What is that song? Yes, I'm gonna do it. I love, nobody's perfect, you live and you learn it. I don't know the rest of the words. I told you, I used to be a die-hard Hannah Montana fan. I used to like Hannah Montana, don't judge me. But you see what I'm saying? This person can be so cool, but you just don't think they're that cool because you built up this expectation. And it's not their fault. I've said this so many times, but I can't stress that enough. It's not your fault, it's my fault. You know, you think that they're cooler than what they are. Not that they're not cool, it's the wrong way. You get what I'm saying though. Picture this. This is what I like to think of. Do you know that movie 500 Days of Summer? That's my go-to romance movie. Whenever I'm feeling romantic or lonely, I think they both look the same sometimes. Whenever I'm feeling that, I go and I watch 500 Days of Summer, because it's such a good romance film. It's a breakup story, not a love story, but it's good. And in the scene where they've already broke up, I don't want to spoil anything, but you know they break up. Okay, I'm going to spoil it. It's not that much of a spoiler. You should know. You should have watched it. But when he's going up to her apartment for the party, and there has a split screen image with one side the reality and one side the expectations. I think it's the other way around. That's expectations, that's reality. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But they've got that, and of course, the reality does not meet up with the expectation. It's simple as that. He has set such high expectations, and when he goes there, it's not that good. Like in the beginning scene where he pictures that they go in and they give each other a great big hug, and they're like all romantic together and they're in love. But then when he goes there, what actually happens is she just says, oh hey, and then, you know, he gives her a book and she's like, oh thanks. And, you know, it's kind of awkward, and I do that a lot. Everyone does it. You expect something to be a lot better than what it is, and when you get there, it's not that great. But we gotta deal with that. At least take chances, because you've lived through that, and you might as well just say, you know what, I did it. It wasn't as good as I thought it was, but I still did it. It still counts. You know, awesome. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learn, as well as me, myself, to stop raising expectations so high. I stumbled there. But I think also, on your part, if you're the person who's having their expectations raised, as in if someone else is raising expectations for you, don't lie to them. Like, make yourself seem don't say anything that's not true. Make yourself seem exactly like who you are. So then we don't set a high expectation for you. Because if you feed us lies, or it might not be lies, it might be slightly bent truths. So you might tell us something that's not exactly true, but it's sort of true, but we build it up to be exactly true. I think if you're ever meeting someone online, describe yourself in as much detail, as annoying as that sounds, just make sure it's all true. Because otherwise, you're gonna stuff something up. Gotta tell you that. But anyways, I'll say it again. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you guys subscribe. Remember to follow my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's Adam.Ladell. That's ADLAYDYL. It'll probably just pop up there. But you'll see it. Have me on Snapchat. That's Adam.Ladell. You should know how to spell my name now. Hopefully. You've watched me for a while. Oh, leave it. It's basically that with a full stop in between. What? I just wrote something. But yeah, that's basically it. So just remember to follow me on those and like my Facebook page, please, because I love you guys. And follow me on Twitter @TikChrisTine. But anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye. Wow!